remember your first time back here with the Spurs? I mean, what it was like?
Most definitely. It was fun. Came here once because I was in the West. So a lot of tickets, a lot of requests to get to the gym very early, to get that all situated. But once that was finished, it was I had a blast. Family, friends, playing in front of them again was, there's a whole bunch of emotions you're feeling. Want to play good, at the same time a little bit nervous. But, you settle down.
How much run did Pop give you?
I think he gave me a couple minutes that time. I went hard in those minutes, though.
Jamal, he's yet to make his first basket. He's, there's some depth at guard there, so he's going to have to fight for his opportunities. You can relate to that. Is that a good way to learn to be a pro? You don't get it handed to you?
Most definitely. I think, when you don't have things handed to you, you work harder for it. And hopefully he doesn't get his first basket tonight. Make that another day. But, you definitely, get more hungry as, time goes on. And, you want, every player wants to play. So you start, working harder and doing things that, of course you'll do them, but maybe just, 10 times harder because you have that in the back of your mind.
What was it like walking into this building as a player, either as a Spur or as a Raptor, for the first time as a player, not as a fan?
It was different. It was definitely different. You're getting ready to play. As a fan, you don't really have any. You're not really nervous or anything. You're just going in there, watch a good game and whatnot. But when you play, you want to do good. You want to do well, especially, in your hometown. So I guess there's, you say a little bit more, pressure on you, I should say. But, at the same time, for me, it was a basketball game, and I play the same way regardless where I'm at. So for him, hopefully, he plays the same way and doesn't score.
But I guess I was thinking more like sitting in the seats. You're in the seats as a kid growing up. You're thinking, one day I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to be on that floor, and then one day actually be on that floor looking up at the seats.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a little bit emotional. You want to, one day, like you said, as a kid, you were dreaming to be that guy out there. Sitting on the bench, playing in the court, on the court, whatever. And then when you actually get there, you just have to realize, take a second maybe to realize, man, you're really about to do this. But at the same time, you don't want to be like that the whole game because you'll get caught up in the emotions and whatnot. But after the game, it's definitely one of those feelings like you look at your family, your friends, and just, smile and take a picture, take a lot of photos.
Is it going to be a harder adjustment for Jamal because he's not a 1, he's not a 2, he's in between? He's going to kind of have to learn both instead of just being a pure point maybe?
No, I don't think so. He's a guy that can score the basketball, put the ball in the hoop, and nowadays the positions, what's a position nowadays? You got 4s playing the 1, you got 1s playing 3 and 2, and so as long as he can play basketball, which he can, he'll be all right.
Against Cleveland, I think you had that little run. You made 2 or 3 jumpers in a row. That is what you've been working on. Do you feel like that's something teams are going to have to maybe look at their scouting report a little differently?
Most definitely. I think so. I'm going to, just continue to work on my shot, continue to, be confident in it, and whenever I get the opportunity, let it fly. But I definitely feel like I've improved in that aspect, and I feel like, that's, another, threat to my game now.
You haven't shot a 3 yet? Is that just you haven't had a...
I shot 1, I think, yesterday, but it felt great. Not yesterday, last game, but it feels like yesterday. Golly. But, I shot 1. I think it was in the corner, or maybe it was a 2.
Counted as a 2, yeah.
Oh, well, it's good for me. Good for me then. But, so it felt good. But next 3 opportunity I get, I let it fly. I don't just, come up and just, that's not really, I'm not going to turn into Steph Curry out there, but, when the opportunity's there, I'll take it, I'll let it fly.
I think there's 12 or 13 Canadians in the league, and now they're all kind of the same generation. You and Tristan are the old guys. Jamal's the young guy. I think that's it, right? There's not anyone older than you guys. How much of a community is it? So Jamal's coming here next night. Next night he's going to see Wiggins in Minnesota. You obviously have your friends around the league.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a community, like a family, you know, outside of, you know, each individual, you know, team, organization, whatnot. Of course, you know, they build relationships with the guys and whatnot there, but, you know, it's like a family when, you know, you're coming from Canada and, you know, and you're playing in the same type of, you know, you're playing in the same league, but going through the same type of things, you know, same daily, you know, routines and whatnot. You know, it's definitely, you know, you feel proud whenever you see somebody else doing well. You just don't want them to do well against you. You know, unfortunately, we got about, 15 guys in the NBA now. If we keep growing, which, you know, I hope we do, then every game was going to like, well, we don't want this guy to do well. But,
Sorry, could you?
yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, can you imagine a situation where it gets so big that like it's not special that somebody Canadians across the court?
I think it's going to be special, you know, regardless. You know, hopefully one day. But that, I think, like, in order for that to happen, you know, probably be more. It would have to be like more Canadians than Americans. Yeah. There's only one Canadian team in the NBA.
But I mean, it's changed quite a bit. I mean, your first year, I guess it would have been Steve and Joel Anthony, and I mean, now it's like almost every other night you bump into a guy.
Yeah, for sure. No, it just goes to show you, you know, the growth in Canada basketball, how, you know, well we've been doing here, you know, with, you know, developing the youth and just continuing to grow and get better, and more guys will continue to come to the NBA, and I have more little point guards like Jamal trying to take my spot.
You'll be the old guy,
and I'll be the old fella,
You guys
beating up on him
tonight?
No, I won't talk some trash. Maybe he might.
He said he might.
Yeah, I won't listen to him. If he won't talk no trash. Trust me, he won't.